So for step 11, the rear differential. You can see that if we were building this as an open differential, we're going to build it pretty similar to how we did before. We've got the 3 little bevel gears, the tree, the washers, the other gear, and it's going to sit like that, and we just build up the rest, and here it is. And it's actually quite heavy. This is all metal for the housing. But these are the gears that we would be putting in, but we're not, because we're going to build this as a locked differential, and it shows you the instructions to do that, and you have to grab those 2 pieces off the parts tree. So essentially those 2 pieces are replacing that whole bevel gear system. So they come together instead, and then we just tie it all together. So we're going to use these 2 pieces, and of course we still have our the large bevel gears. We still have the washers, and there's our screws, but we're going to skip that, and we're going to skip these little guys. So I'll set this up, and let's build a locked differential. So as you can see here, they show you greasing all these different things like the washers, these bevel gears, etc. On the instructions of the differential lock, they're not showing any of that. So I'm still going to do that because this is still the transmission. So we're going to grab our piece right here. We're going to grease up our washer. I'm going to put that just like that down there. I'll still, because we've got now the other bevel gear, I'm going to grease it from the back side here. That'll go onto the washer. So we'll put that one in there. Then we've got one of these pieces, those G5s that we have to do. That's going to sit gear in, so I'm still going to grease this up. But you see how that sits right like that? It's a perfect match either side, and it's actually fitting in very solid. I mean, there are no moving parts technically. So same idea, that's going to now sit there. I will grease it up. I'll just put it there for now while I grab the other one. Let's grab the other large bevel. We're now going to do this. And you can see that we're going to stick that on there. And then we've got our washer. Well, actually, let's do it this way. Because I've got something easier to hold, I'm just going to grease the back side of that. Put the washer on there. And I'll actually do the back side of this. Whoop. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. I'll grease up this washer from this side. Okay. So now we need to match this up so that it's the same on this side. Yes, just like that. And then we're going to take our gear housing. Because you can see it's just pressure that you put in putting those two in, like they'll go down, and of course once we've screwed this in, it'll all be nice and tight. So we'll do that. I'm just gonna degrease my hands, and then we'll screw this together. So let's grab the one screw, and I'm going to put it onto the screwdriver to start with, just to make this easier. And let's put this together. Got that one out. Yes. So let's put the one screw into there. Oops. Hold it from there, match it up. Come on. There we go. One in. With the grease, I've made everything pretty slimy, but we'll get it in. And I'm not tightening these up as I've said before. I'm waiting until I've got everything in first. Make sure there's no binding. Make sure that it actually feels correct. Yes. So now I will tighten it. I've really made this quite slippy. There we go. So there is our locked differential. It would have looked just the same once this was finished if we'd done the open differential, but as I said, those two black pieces are in there now that replace the three little bevel gears in the tree. So that part is done. Step 11 is finished. So we're now going to be able to move on to step 12, which is the axle shafts.